Another week, another episode of BowlingLife podcast. We are back here in Trakai, back from Austria, from Vienna. We had a kind of full of bowling weekend slash short
politics
slash politics slash short holidays with our better halves. So, Karolis, we will talk, most definitely we'll talk about European Championship of Champions. We will talk about those politics and European Bowling Federation Congress that happened in Vienna. But first of all, let's talk about our trip to Vienna as a whole, because we had a lot of fun there. We were eating schnitzel from the sword.
And strudel.
And strudel with horseradish and we visited.
What? What? I ate sausages with horseradish.
and then strudel.
Yeah, well, that's an interesting
strudel.
combination.
So
but
in
very
your
nice.
stomach you had...
I'm a man who loves to eat, as you can see. But in general, yeah, it was a very fun trip. It was our first European Championship, first of all, and first Bowling Congress. So that made it already very special. But Austria and Vienna, it's always nice to come back there. It was not my first time, and such a beautiful city. All of those special buildings, statues and fountains, and we also saw a military parade. So it was a weekend to remember for sure. So yeah, the experience was really fun. If you haven't been to Vienna, definitely recommend. And let's talk about the main thing why we went there, and that's first of all European Championship of Champions. So the tournament where all champions from different countries of Europe come and battle it out for the title in both men and women.
And mixed doubles.
Yeah, and mixed doubles divisions. So we traveled there on Saturday. So unfortunately, we missed all the qualification part and then mixed doubles. But I think still the highlight, I think we made it right on time because these were one of the most intense and impressive finals that I have ever seen.
Yeah, 15-year-olds are now dominating the sport. I don't know, the biggest highlight on the lanes were most definitely Emma Palermaa. She's only 15 years old. She's a two-handed bowler from Finland. You probably heard the surname of Palermaa, so yes, they are related. And she's, well, now a dominating force in Europe in two-handed style in women's division. And, well, she just won a title. And, well, it was a solid win. It wasn't like, I don't know, some crazy stuff happened and she just emerged victorious in some kind of mysterious way. No, she dominated pretty much all the time in the qualification. Then she moved to quarterfinals, advanced further as number 4 seed. Then she defeated Laura Brotner from Germany 2-0. And then she moved to the finals and then dominated the final 2-0 again, including a 279 game in game 1.
Yeah, so after qualification, she came out in fourth position, so the last one to make the cut. But that doesn't mean that the performance was bad during qualification. Well, first of all, of course, if you make the Final Four, you already know that the performance was very good. But she wasn't that much behind from the other ladies. And yeah, as you said, dominating performance in the semifinals and in the finals as well. That 279 was almost 300. Not that far off, and I really hoped that she would make it, because that would make it even, I don't know, just 10 times more impressive. But even without the perfect game, 279, then 244, I mean, she left no chance for her opponents. And congratulations to her. This is a huge achievement for Emma. She already shows, good performances in other tournaments as well. Whether it's in nationals in Finland, whether she's playing outside of Finland, and now she, performed absolutely amazing in one of the biggest stages in Europe. So really impressive. And I think it is a good time, because we talked with Emma after the finals. So let's jump to Vienna and listen to the interview and what she had to say after her win.
Champion of European Championship of Champions, Emma Palermaa. Emma, what are the emotions right now?
No idea. I'm not sure how to feel about this. This is like so insane.
The final was, well, you were holding the final all the time. You nearly scored a 300 game. What was the key reasons of your success in this tournament?
Well, I just tried to be calm, not to think about the score so much, and just throw good shots.
Your uncle, Osku Palermaa, never won this championship. Actually, he's one of the best ever players in Europe, but he never been European Championship of Champions. How do you feel right now, and if you ever will be bragging for him about that?
I'm feeling very good.
So what are going to be the celebration today?
I don't know, probably at the after, like the players' party or something.
Okay, so thank you for the interview and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
So obviously you can see that she was super excited, and it's sometimes might be a bit difficult, to find the right words to what to say after such a huge achievement. And to that question that you asked about, Osku not having this specific title, she didn't give us the answer, but I'm pretty sure that this will come up in the conversation sometime between the two of them, and she will have the bragging rights on that part.
Christmas will be interesting.
Yeah. Look what I got. Yeah, so huge congratulations, Emma. Definitely deserved it. And yeah, it's just super exciting to see, what she will do next. I bet the PWBA and all the other tours are open for her. Being such a young age and already doing these things just shows, such a huge potential.
Yeah, and just having those two nice examples of Emma Palermaa now and Nora Johansson in Sweden, just showing that two-handed style is very suitable for the girls, and I believe that more and more female bowlers will transition to this bowling style, because it allows you to score big results and to be even more competitive in the highest field.
A nightmare for two-hand.
What are you saying? Stop!
Turn off this podcast now. Yeah, and I think before we go to men's finals, one thing that we didn't mention out of the tournament, and I think it has to be mentioned, Hayley Russell was the only woman who scored a perfect game during the tournament and in quarterfinals. So that's also a very nice achievement, and we will put a video on to see the emotions and to see. You can clearly see how much it meant to her. So congrats, beautiful moment.
Let's jump to men's final. And first of all, Karolis, how much you look like Lukáš Jelínek. I couldn't believe. I knew that you are guys very similar looking, but once you stood, well, two of you in one shot, it was.
I don't think that's the most important thing of all of
it
those.
Is.
All
Guys,
of that, but
just. All right, Lukáš Jelínek won the final. We already told you that. Let's jump to interview right after the win and look like, just look how Karolis and Lukáš look alike because it's really hilarious.
Lukáš, congratulations. Such an intense final. In the semifinals, you played against Paul Purps. Almost 300, just a bit more. But the finals, you were down 1-0 and then came back. What are the emotions? How do you rate his performance?
It's amazing. I don't believe it actually happened because Paul and Max, they are really good players, and to be honest, it's awesome. I can't describe how I feel. It's really good. I felt kind of comfortable in lanes throughout the whole championship, throughout semifinals. But after Maxim's 6-3, I finally felt really nervous, like really. And you can see that shot, it wasn't the best, but fortunately I had luck all tournament. It fell down and it's awesome.
Yeah, and you had plenty of messengers. There was a moment with the Maxim where it seemed like you had some sort of rivalry, you know. Was it always like a positive energy? Did you feel the rivalry? And you were playing against a defending champion as well.
Yeah. I mean, I played against Maxim at EYC 2019, and I lost against him in singles, and I got third. So I was like, okay, man, it's time to get some revenge. But I think we did all positive vibes, and it was a really entertaining final for me, and I hope for all rest of us.
Yeah, well, the reaction said it all. Congratulations once again. So you're saying that we are so familiar, and I can see that, but just look at his arms and his build, and look at me. Maybe some similarities are there. Let us know in the comments. Do you see it or not? But let's talk about the performance and the finals. So we had a bet during the final game. You said Lukáš was battling against Maxime Dubois. And we were kind of taking sides there. One of us was for Lukáš, another was for Maxime. Can you comment how did that went?
It went well.
For me.
Look, yeah, we had a bet on for a beverage, and I lost it.
Yeah.
But look. In my defense, Maxime Dubois started with a win.
Yeah, and he was so confident, so cocky. Just throughout the whole final, he was smirking at me and giving those looks. And I said to him multiple times, "You just watch. You just watch. Lukáš will come back." And he did. And he did it in a way that I don't know. I had the goosebumps.
He came back in game 2.
Yeah, well, the game 2 was.
It was his game. I
268, 188.
Yeah, but just remember the game. In the last frames, I believe in last 3 frames he had all the messengers.
So.
After a shot in the 10th frame,
so he was
I believe
throwing purple hammer. It's fine.
He stepped down from the lane, saying he struck that shot, but he stepped off the lane and said to the crowd, like, "How wasn't that a messenger? Like a normal strike? What just happened?" And he was getting luck. I'm not saying that that he won the title just because of pure luck, but Maxime Dubois had a perfect chance to claim the 2nd title in a row, to defend his championship title, but unfortunate break in the 10th frame in the last game shoot down his hopes, and my beverage slip away.
Yeah, Lukáš's reaction was something out of this world, and it made it just that more special. And you could see that how much this means to him, and how much pressure he had during those final frames and that last shot. You know, he needed that, and he did it in a spectacular fashion. So congratulations, Lukáš. You definitely deserved it. You had plenty of messengers, that's for sure. But you can throw away a good shot. It still strikes. If it's a good shot, it strikes, and you can call it luck.
Power.
If you can call it luck, you can call it whatever. But
I'm calling it two-handed style, as a two-hander.
You have Lukáš, who is an amazing bowler, who has enormous power throwing the ball, and you have
I have what?
Purple Hammer.
Yeah.
So, of course, messengers are flying, and strikes are happening. So it was very amazing to see. So congratulations. I think one thing that we should also mention, the semifinals were very intense as well. Maxim came out on top on Theodor Samuelsson from Sweden, so that was also a nail biter. Maxim took the first game, then Theodor came back 279-212, and I thought that after this game Theodor is like just will go to the finals, because he looked so confident.
Yeah, and he led the qualification and
Yeah.
quarterfinals. He advanced as number 2 seed. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that Theodor is going to get into the finals, but Maxim came back and 233, 245 won against Theodor. So
that's why I was putting a bet on Maxime Dubois. He just had a beautiful talent of breaking other players.
True, but
it's very difficult to play against him.
Lukáš. He had 269, 211, and 279 in the semifinal against Paul Purps. So you can see that he feels confident. He understands what he needs to do. So that's why I thought that this will be easy for him. It wasn't easy. It was a nail biter, but you know, this time I saw it better. But nevertheless, congratulations to both players. You were amazing, and yeah, congratulations to Lukáš once again. Very nice win. Great tournament in general. Really liked the atmosphere, to see all the players, to see all the people from different countries, you know, interacting with each other, being together. It was an awesome experience, and
yeah, and plus bowling in Vienna is very retro style, you know, bowling, and it's very nice to be in that place, and you know, a lot of good memories all around bowlers happened in there for generations, for decades there, and a lot of people loves to go back there, and you know, just to feel that emotion, because everybody is, you know, standing very close to each other, and it builds up a very beautiful and unique atmosphere.
So I think it's enough about European Championship of Champions. It was a great event, but we came to Vienna not only for the bowling part, but we came to Vienna also for the politics, and that was European Bowling Federation Congress, which happened on Sunday, the next day after the championship. So the plan here was to go to the Congress, sit through the Congress and listen up what is happening, how are people voting, because the main thing here was voting for the president, the election of the new Presidium, and all the other topics related to European bowling. Unfortunately, we were not allowed to participate and to listen in on the Congress itself. We got seated behind the closed doors. So that was unfortunate, but still we were able to make some shots for when people were coming in and coming out.
Some interviews.
And some
talks.
interviews. So
it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Let's sum up what happened. You talked with some people, some federations that participated. So just a quick summary for the viewer.
So as you mentioned, we had a president election for European Bowling Federation, as it is elected for 2 years term, so it was ended. And the old new president was re-elected, so Valgeir Gudbjarnson is re-elected and will go for another term in European Bowling Federation.
Not a surprise, as he was the only candidate.
Yeah. Then we had a Presidium election. We had three spots for Presidium, because normally we have 2, but this time we had 3 because one of the older Presidium members had to step down because of health issues. So we re-elected half of the board, let's say, and now it's fully formed up. Another question that was risen was, one of the most controversial parts of the whole Congress was intention to be re-elected from a candidate from Russia. He was not re-elected. He only got 4 votes out of 33. So out of 5 candidates who were trying to get a spot in Presidium, he got the least of votes. So
congratulations, Europe.
Yeah, democracy won.
And that was, I think, one of the highlights of this whole Congress. We were following this story quite closely. So it's nice to see that the federations understand where the priorities are, and the new Congress is now, the new Presidium is now elected without a Russian inside.
I don't know if anything else is needed to say about that man.
Let's move on.
Let's move on to something more meaningful than him. So another very interesting thing was talking with new Presidium members. And what they mentioned was really interesting, because the new people always brings new tides. And one of the most important things that we're saying was trying to, at least they will try to implement those things, especially in women competition, that it would be more competitive, it would be more aligned and more fair when competing in European Bowling Tour, especially in those kind of tournaments, so everybody has their chance to win.
So do they have a plan how they will do it?
I don't know yet. I was not talking about exact plan, because I believe so those plans are yet to be made. They maybe have some ideas.
Is it a handicap?
Probably yes. We will see about that. And after the Congress, we had a very interesting interview with the re-elected president, and there was some parts that have been mentioned that are very interesting, especially about the events that will happen in 2027 in the Netherlands. It's gonna be something, the president did not specify, but from my sources, from what I heard from people, it's gonna be something very close to Bowl Expo that we have in the US.
Cool.
So it's gonna be something I cannot say never seen in Europe, but a long time no see in Europe. So it's gonna be really interesting. So they're putting the logistics and stuff like that. But that's that thing is gonna happen, and I'm very interested to hear out more information of how it's gonna look like. Is it gonna be like some kind of an expo, or maybe it's, you know, a combination between expo and a bowling tournament of some kind of a bowling event and so on. So I will follow on that story and try to bring more news about that.
Yeah, and since you mentioned the interview with the president, I think it's time to jump into the interview and listen to the re-elected president again.
Just 2 hours.
Yes.
Pretty short one.
It was a short one. There was it was only one proposal for the Congress, so that was a quick one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the new boards, can you introduce those? Because we still kind of don't know the names are not official.
The new board, I was re-elected as a president. Then we have Marios Nikolaitis as vice president. Then we have Mark Buffet from Belgium, staying for next 2 years. He was elected 2 years ago. And then the new elected, I hope I remember it correctly, it was Onder Gurkan. For 4 years, or Aviram for 4 years, and Suabella for 2 years.
Okay.
Suabella comes into, instead of Lisa Dion from England, was elected for 4 years last time, but she had to resign due to health issues.
Yeah. What were the main goals that the participants of the Congress was, you know, pointing out that European Bowling Federation should move further to?
There was not so much of that kind of thing that came out in the Congress. In addition to our annual report, we had some extra, you could say, presentation, mainly by Onder and then a little bit by myself. There are projects we are working on. We are updating the educational programs, more or less all of them. They are our, you could say, our real gem of the what we are doing. We are also, the gender committee and other committees are doing very well. We are also in very good cooperation nowadays with IBF. We are well presented there, and I believe we are very well inside the IBF executive board. We are in good standard there. We have Marios as the vice president of IBF, and me and Onder have been the representatives from EBF in an IBF board, and I believe that we are in a good standard there. There are projects that I like to see go through. We are working on major projects which will be in April 27. It's kind of you could say it's a combination of a trade show and educational activities and conference. And I would like to see that go through and be one of the major activities in bowling in the world in 27.
So is it connected with any European Bowling Federation tournament like men's championship?
That is to be not connected to men's championship, but I know there are interest to connect it with some bigger tournament. Whether that's possible due to location and so on remains to be seen.
We had a candidate from Russia that was a big thing going on around in a couple of months. How did the conference react to that candidate, and what were the Ukrainians representative saying in the Congress?
There was no representative from Ukraine in the Congress.
Oh, okay.
But there was a letter from Ukraine to the Congress, and they were asking the Congress to take a stand whether the Russian candidate would be accepted to be a candidate or not. The Congress accepted the Russian candidate, but in the elections, Russian candidate was not getting votes.
At all?
4 votes out of 33.
Is it possible to know who were
voting
in favor? Yeah.
No, it's a secret ballot.
It's a secret ballot.
We have no clue.
One thing that was going on around in the past months was the urethane challenge, and I believe that it was a big story in EBF, well, also. But How did you manage the whole situation? Because you needed to get information from USBC, then implement in European Bowling Federation rules. So describe
let's say that story is not
done yet.
Done yet.
Okay.
No. And I don't see that being done in the next few weeks. It will take some time. But there will be steps ongoing regarding that. Okay. I cannot say more at this time.
So you're waiting for information from USBC? They are obviously going on with the research.
Not necessarily from them.
Is it IBF?
Possibly. Okay. So let's just keep it at that for a moment.
Understood.
We also have some ideas just within EBF to do our things as well.
So does European Bowling Federation see urethane as a bad thing for European bowling or not?
I think general idea is urethane is not necessarily a bad thing. But there are too many things ongoing claiming some illegalities and stuff like that. And that needs to be sorted out one way or the other.
So are you getting pressure from federations or, I don't know?
You can say there is pressure from many places.
So interesting thoughts from the president. I'm very curious to see how these upcoming years will be different from the years we had before.
It's sure gonna be different.
Yeah.
Some change in urethane rule will once again
That's
be
very
implemented.
interesting. That's very interesting. He didn't say what exactly they are waiting for, what investigations are happening, but I guess this topic is not closed and still ongoing, I guess.
Well, he mentioned enough, I believe. They're constant,
You
not
can
just
read between the lines.
not just European Bowling Federation, but International Bowling Federation as well is getting, that push from federations worldwide, and I believe that it's not the easiest parts of their work, so they have to react, and the reaction is gonna be in some way, and I believe that European Bowling Federation, for instance, is waiting for information from International Bowling Federation. President kind of confirmed that during the interview, but the most interesting part is that IBF, as what I understood from talking to him, is that International Bowling Federation is doing their own investigation on urethane bowling balls, and they are probably gonna implement some kind of a rule change that is, independent from USBC kind of a decision. So
Everyone is playing with urethanes.
yeah, because it's as the president said, it's not an issue itself, urethane, but having it kind of illegal way is a problem, and a lot of players cannot attend those worlds or European championships because they cannot use that ball. That ball is, creating.
Yeah, we know the
people.
urethane story. It's
So yeah, so some big things gonna happen probably in upcoming months. So it's gonna be interesting to follow.
We'll see how this whole Presidium will do, and I hope to see big things. I hope that my hope would be that they would focus more on European bowling tour as well. I still think it has huge potential. It just isn't utilized properly, and hopefully they can do something about it. Hopefully they can attract more young people, more people to the tournaments, not international players, but players who are playing in, outside of Europe and not really participating in European tournaments. Hopefully those could be participating as well. So, potential is huge, and we'll see how it all pans out. So going away from all of those things, looking at the future, we have a big tournament coming, which is International Bowling IBF World
Championships,
Championships. So many great names participating. Most of the players who participated in the Championship of Champions will participate there as well. So this will be very exciting to see. All of the news coverage, lineups, whatever you can think of, we will cover it. So stay tuned, follow our social media, follow our YouTube, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And yeah, do you have any closing remarks?
Yeah, sure. Keep on striking.
Keep on striking, everybody.